Well, hello there, Capricorn. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your mid-March reading. This is good from mid-March to mid-April. That is a mouthful, I'll tell you. Okay, so we're going to look at the overall energy with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path, and of course, advice from Spirit. Okay, so let's see what is on the horizon for you. Begin now. Take your first step and Stag Spirit, take the lead. Yeah, this is the energy of you just kind of like stepping into your power and knowing that you're starting a new chapter. We have the new astrological year is actually starting today, March 19th, as Aries season begins. It's kind of like, what is it that you want for yourself over this next year? And really allowing yourself to take the steps needed, taking back your power. Wow, I love this. Understanding, yeah, I feel like you may feel a little fragmented, kind of not sure of where to go next, or maybe even what you want to create in your life, what you want your dream life to look like. But understanding that the first step in that is allowing yourself to say no to the things that are not really in alignment with where it is that you want to go, even if you don't know where that is, right? It's kind of like when you're doing an activity or when you're with a certain person, watching your energy. And if your energy is feeling drained when you're around that person or in that situation, understanding that there's a good chance that person or situation is no longer in alignment with what you truly want. When we start closing those doors and taking back our time and energy and putting them into those activities or relationships that make us feel like we're vibrating at a higher level, right? And we do more and more of those activities. It changes our whole perspective of life. It also changes the opportunities and situations that come into our life because we're making decisions. This is a little bit about making choices, making decisions to be more in alignment with those things that are really and truly in alignment with where we want to go, especially in the next year. Yeah, this is powerful. Let's take a look at your present energy. Yeah. This is you. Look at this, Capricorn. I'm so excited because, I know you've been, your readings lately have been about closing doors. And I feel like you really working on closing those doors and stepping into this energy of accepting, right? The world that you live in, right? The world that you have created, because remember, your thoughts and actions create your reality, but you're also understanding you deserve more. And so the way that you get more is believing that you can have more. Instead of focusing on what's not working, right? You recognize what's not working. You allow yourself to move away from it, and you spend more and more time being grateful for those situations that are working in your life. And you're creating this beautiful energy of manifesting at a much higher level. This is gorgeous energy. Okay, so let's take a look at what your area of resistance or your obstacle is. So you have the loving man, and then you have allowing. And allowing says radical acceptance, says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. And this is the energy of really, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, but it's really opening your heart. This is opening your heart and allowing new things to come in. Because there are things that do want to come in with the Tower. They want to come in suddenly. It could be new opportunities at work. It could be, or new opportunities in your career. It could be new financial opportunities. It could be love or romance. But it is the energy where I feel like you are finally offloading those people and situations that kept your heart closed, because it was kind of like, if you have a lot of negative or toxic energy or relationships in your life, you're constantly building walls, right? To protect yourself from those toxic energies in your life. Here's the thing, when you allow yourself to stop putting time and energy and thinking into those negative things and really start turning towards those things that are working in your life, you start manifesting more of it. And I think that that's where you are. You're on this precipice. So it's really important when the magician shows up that you stay in that positive energy. You focus mostly on what is working in your life. And it doesn't matter how little that is. It could be indoor plumbing, right? It could be a warm bed. It could be, 3 meals a day. It's just understanding I'm going to focus on what's really working. And also at the same time, allowing yourself to take time and energy and distance yourself from the things that you don't want in your life. Even if it's like a job, it's kind of like, okay, I'm not going to put as much of myself into my work. It's not because your work doesn't deserve your best, okay? It's this energy where you have been over giving to something, and it's still putting your time and energy into your work, but not over giving, because you know that you deserve to have time and energy for other things. If you give all your time and energy to your work or to a relationship, then you don't have time and energy to manifest what it is that you want for yourself. This is the energy of allowing, opening your heart and saying, guess what? I know that there's great things out there for me, and I'm allowing myself to get into the positive energy of knowing that they're on my path, that they are going to come towards me. I am manifesting them. They may not be in my reality yet, but I know that they are going to be here. All right, so let's take a look at your advice here. Yeah, so see, sometimes, here's the thing, is that in order to make a room for this beautiful newness to come in, we have to have that little bit of void. We have to make space for it. So Capricorn, part of you, I feel, doesn't want to give up something because you're afraid you won't be able to fill it up, right? So if, you're over giving in a relationship and you're like, this is really draining me of my energy, I would love to replace this relationship with something else, okay? A passion of yours, a creative endeavor, a different relationship. You have to first allow yourself to pull back your time and energy from that relationship. You have to create space for the new relationship, but you're kind of harboring. You're kind of like, well, I want to make sure that something new comes in before I let go of this. That's not how the universe works. It's understanding that in order to have something come in order to have space for something to come in, you have to create the space. You have to allow something to leave your life, or at least give you more time and energy away from it, right? So you may have a job that drains you of your energy. Maybe you're overworking yourself. You're putting way too much of yourself into the job, or you're working late hours. It's kind of like allowing yourself to scale that back a little bit to conserve some of your time and energy. Doesn't mean you have to quit your job, but it's being a little bit more strategic in the amount of energy that you give to it. And I know, Capricorn, it's going to be hard for you because you are a hard worker. But understanding, if you're working so hard, you don't have the time and energy for new lovely things to come onto your path. That's where you're learning. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to conserve some time and energy and be open. Look at this, 3 of Cups, celebrating, right? Celebrating because you're open. Both of these are about allowing new things to come onto your path, knowing that they're going to show up as long as you make space for them and not waiting for them to come in before you let go of something else, because they'll never come in. And that's the lesson that I think you've learned. I also feel like some of you may have felt like the universe should decide what you have and what you don't have in your life. You may have given up a little bit of your control, but this is you. You're saying, no, wait a minute. I'm taking back control. I get to control who and what gets my time, my energy, my love, my resources. I get that control. That is part of who I am. And you are. You have free will to choose. It's understanding you may at this time be struggling with choosing to stay with things that are draining your energy or your time, your resources, your love. This is you taking back, beginning now, taking charge, saying, no, wait a minute, I'm back in the driver's seat. And I'm taking charge of who, what, where gets my time, my energy, my resources, and my love. Beautiful energy here. All right, Capricorn, I love this because this is you not anymore kind of like thinking you had for some time that energy of thinking you had no other options. This is you recognizing that you do have other options when you allow yourself to look for the options and allow the options to come onto your path. Wow, beautiful. Really and truly becoming a manifester, a true manifester. All right, so Capricorn, let's pull a soul truth card for you for some final advice. And I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, what passion am I ready to pursue? I think this is exactly, I think you've been working way too hard. And so you're kind of like allowing yourself to take back some of your time and energy from other things that drain you, okay, to allow yourself to have time to be more creative, to go after some passions that you are really and truly wanting. All right, your passions will continuously lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? For some of you, it could be romance, right? It could be that you're kind of like, yes, I want a passionate, love, romantic relationship in my life. I've been working so hard. You deserve love. You really do. All right. I'll put that up there for you. And Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I truly love you. And I appreciate all your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.